After 6 seasons of Cobra Kai, the real Daniel LaRusso will return in the new Karate Kid movie. Daniel LaRusso was the original star of The Karate Kid in 1984, and now, more than 4 decades later, Ralph Macchio returns to claim the spotlight in the franchise with Karate Kid: Legends. The Karate Kid was an incredibly influential and popular hit film upon its release. While Macchio was largely unknown before its release, he became a household name and went on to lead in several sequel movies in the franchise. However, the popularity of the series tapered out, and the third entry in particular saw a massive drop in the box office from both previous films. Then, the reboot in 2010 sparked interest in the franchise once again, but the film did not feature any of the original cast. Cobra Kai became the closest thing to a sequel upon its release in 2018, but the series did not maintain focus on the original star, Daniel LaRusso. In terms of a feature film, Macchio has not led a Karate Kid movie in over 35 years, and while he had a prominent leading role in Cobra Kai, the series shifted the focus off the former star in order to highlight a different story. This means that Karate Kid: Legends will finally put LaRusso back in the hot seat as the lead, alongside Mr. Han, played by Jackie Chan, who starred in the 2010 reboot. On top of the focus on these leads, the movie will also bring the larger Karate Kid universe into a clearer united focus. However, it's hard to imagine that the film will not provide LaRusso with the adequate time and space to continue his story and pay homage to the 1980s hit films. He will still be sharing the spotlight, and there is a brand new Karate Kid whose legacy is only just beginning, but with how pivotal LaRusso is to the entire series, the movie will need to properly acknowledge his presence and role. When looking at Cobra Kai, it's true that Macchio has a starring role, but the series was never about him. The name of the series gives this away by highlighting the rival dojo that Daniel fought in the original movies. And as much as it builds on LaRusso's legacy and highlights how things in his life have worked out for the best, the focus has clearly shifted to make the series a show that focuses on the life and experiences of his former rival Johnny Lawrence. Lawrence was the original bully in the 1984 movie and a previous All-Valley champion. However, under the tutelage of John Kreese, Lawrence played hard and fast with the rules. Cobra Kai shows the struggles Lawrence faces living with regrettable decisions and gives Johnny a shot at redemption. In this way, it was never LaRusso's story. He was just a piece of the puzzle to healing Lawrence and helping him move beyond some of the worst things he ever did. Of course, Cobra Kai did ensure that Daniel's story was not ignored. Throughout, Daniel became a sensei, continuing the legacy of his greatest teacher and friend, Mr. Miyagi. With Miyagi-Do, LaRusso found his passion, and the result meant more than money or reviving an old rivalry. It became his life. Beyond this, LaRusso even uncovered some secrets about his old friend, while also coming face to face with old rivals, and even making friends out of former enemies. All of this adds to the story of Cobra Kai and gives LaRusso a meaningful story. It makes perfect sense for Karate Kid: Legends to incorporate some elements of Cobra Kai and acknowledge the events as they occur. If not, it will feel as though none of the series mattered, and the show is essentially written out of canon for the sake of a new movie. But seeing LaRusso as the man he became at the end of Cobra Kai will be infinitely more interesting than seeing a strange man who hasn't been heard from since 1989's The Karate Kid Part 3. Karate Kid: Legends is exciting because it finally puts the focus back on Daniel LaRusso, but it should also build on the strong foundation of stories that has been set up since the original trilogy wrapped up.